Welcome to another video of our Under the Hood with the HP Latex R530 video. In today's video, I want to walk you through installing your white ink printheads. The really cool thing with HP Latex is when I'm not printing with my white ink, I'm printing on a white substrate, not something clear, not something colored. My white ink printheads are fully removed from the machine and stored in an offline rotating chamber. I'm going to go through the process of putting them inside my machine so I can print on some of our amazing Briteline Wow and use that white ink as an underbase. So the first thing I'm going to do is go here to my front panel, and under my printhead sections, I'm going to hit replace, and then this is going to ready the system. So what's happening while it's preparing the printheads for replacement is the offline rotating chamber is spinning on me. It's giving one last final mix to the white ink that's stored inside those printheads. While the machine's in normal mode, every 20 minutes that offline rotating chamber goes through a spin and it's micro recirculating the ink inside there. The machine itself, the white ink supply, has 2 ports on it. So the box of white ink has 2 ports. That allows the machine to macro recirculate the ink. The actual box of ink has 2 bags on the inside. So every 24 hours, that white ink can travel from the single bag A over to bag B. So micro recirculation happens in the printhead level in that rotating chamber, and then macro recirculation happens with the ink box itself, moving the ink around. White ink is crushed titanium dioxide. It's a very heavy particle, always wants to separate from the carrier fluid, and so that recirculation process is so critical for giving us a trouble-free, hassle-free, maintenance-free white ink system. HP has really nailed it with the user replaceable printheads in this system total. So we're ready to go. I'm going to take my offline rotating chamber out here, pop the cap open, and what I'm going to do is just prep my printheads. So I'm going to lift them out of their system. One little pro tip that I would recommend is kind of a clean as you go mentality. The white ink builds up along the sides of the printhead, and you want to make sure you're wiping that off. So I have a lint-free rag with some distilled water on it, and I'm just doing a nice little wipe on here. I want to avoid the electrical contacts on the back, but I want to clean off all the excess ink that comes on here. I don't want to go anywhere near my nozzle plate with this, especially not in a wiping motion. It's okay with latex printheads to go ahead and blot them, press a wet towel on there and blot. You just don't want to go through a wiping motion, but not really necessary. All I'm really trying to do is take care of the oversprayed ink that builds up around the outside of the printheads. Get that ready to go, get my other one ready to go. This one wasn't as bad, just a little bit of oversprayed ink on there, and have them set right here. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. Following the instructions on the front panel, we're going to go and lift the hood up here. And inside my printhead carriage, in addition to my optimizer, overcoat, and all my color channels, all the way here to the right are my auxiliary printheads. So these are basically a placeholder when I don't have my white ink printheads in here. It's just a 3D printed facsimile of a printhead, no actual nozzle plate on it whatsoever. They're labeled printhead position 1, printhead position 2, and my printheads themselves have that mark on there too. So long as I'm always putting the printheads back in the same place, I don't need to worry about doing an alignment every time I put my white ink printheads inside the machine. So press those down, we're ready to go. Take care of number 2, pull out the auxiliary printhead. Again, go through that wiping process before I put them away, kind of a clean as you go mentality, and drop in my fresh white ink printhead. Close the lid back up, latch that cover down. Now at this point, normally I would put my lid back down, but here's a little pro tip. I want to take a look at the system and watch it clean as it goes. I'm going to take the little nozzle cap that comes with every printhead, and I'm going to put this in place of the latch that would engage when that door closes, and so I can watch what happens with this cleaning cycle. Keep your fingers out of the way. This is normally you would close that lid, no chance of getting your fingers in the way of things, but the machine's going to go through its cycle of cleaning to ready these printheads. The one thing that's really kind of interesting, if we look down below on my machine where I have my offline rotating chamber and ink supply box, there's this other container here. This is filled with distilled water. It's going to use that distilled water, spray it on my wiper unit, and use that for cleaning the white ink printheads. Again, white ink is a heavy particle, heavy sediment, so with HP adding that distilled water to this process, it helps that maintenance cartridge do its job cleaning things up. I hope you've enjoyed this video of seeing how the white ink system works with the HP Latex R530. Check out the other videos in our Under the Hood with the HP Latex R530. Thanks for watching.